Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, broadcasting live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. President Jonathan denies saying terrorism has come to stay, insists the war on terrorism in Nigeria is winnable. Imo police arrest 25-year-old man believed to be a prime suspect behind the killing of a custom officer. At Nigeria Labour Congress demands visible restructuring of the nation's economy in 2014. And at least 6 peacekeepers from Chad are confirmed killed in clashes in Central African Republic. All our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from your respective stores. Or you can now interact with Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. If you have a Christmas or even a Boxing Day pictures or videos to share with us, tap on the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions to share your report, pictures, and videos. We'll now go over to our Abuja studios, where Linda is standing by to give us more on the news at 10. How are you doing, Linda?
Very well, Sulayan. Welcome to the nation's capital. Today is Boxing Day. It is traditionally the day following Christmas when people receive gifts from their loved ones. It takes place on December the 26th and is observed the world over after the Christmas celebrations. In South Africa, Boxing Day was renamed Day of Goodwill in 1994. In Ireland, the day is known as St. Stephen's Day, and in many European countries, including notably Germany, Poland, Scandinavia, and the Netherlands, December the 26th is celebrated as the second Christmas Day. Some historians say the holiday developed because servants were required to work on Christmas Day but took the following day off. As servants prepared to leave to visit their families, the employers would present them with gift boxes. Here in Nigeria, it is a public holiday where people also take the opportunity to visit fun spots and recreational centers. Some Nigerians speak on what the day means to them.
Boxing Day, actually, it's a day where you bust the gift that is given to you by your loved ones. You know, on Christmas Day, you are given a lot of gifts, you understand, and you wouldn't have time for you to actually, open or wrap the gift that is given to you by your loved ones. So the following day, which happens to be a rest day, is a day where you open up all the gifts. So that's why it's called boxing. So you box up the box. It's very, very important because everybody actually wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants to be loved. And one of the way through which you have been shown that you are loved is, through the gift that is given to you.
I have my families here. We come to ShopRite, we share gifts out, we buy gifts, share it out. I've just bought some things for some people that I'm going to share out now. So I believe it's a season of joy where you give gifts, you visit people, your friends, loved ones, and
the essence of Boxing Day is not necessarily a day we share, we box ourselves. It's a day, we show love after Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? Then in Nigeria's situation, we don't put it in practice. You understand? Everybody, we are all selfish in this country. You understand? And I expect our people, you understand, to put it into practice by going to motherless babies home, show love to each other, make things happen within your cribs.
Well, it's different strokes for London folks this Christmas. While some commemorated the day with church services, others took to the streets and enjoyed the city's ambience. Our correspondent Doris Okenwa gives us a peek into Christmas Day in London.
Christians at the Kingsway International Christian Centre, KICC, London, making a joyful noise unto the Lord as they celebrate Christmas. The prayer city was packed out.
Wow, you guys are good.
special Christmas production featured various gospel performances. The sermon by Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo was full of hope and upliftment.
God can break forth into your darkness with a powerful shout of the light of his dear son Jesus Christ.
Christmas to me is about the birth of Christ. It's about him coming into the world for my salvation.
My expectations really for the new year is more grace, more power.
Fast forward from Prayer City to Trafalgar Square, heart of London, and find people celebrating Christmas their own way as well. While church service is a given for some, others prefer to take in the sights and sounds of the city or stay in the comfort of their homes.
Well, it's certainly packed out here in Trafalgar Square, and regardless of the weather, as you might know, storms have broken out in various parts of England, but residents and tourists alike are determined to enjoy the season.
And it is amazing. It's very nice day to see everybody walking here, around. I like it very much. Merry Christmas!
It's different strokes as everybody makes the day as merry as can be in whatever way feels best. Doris Okelma, Channels Television News, London.
Boxing Day is being observed all over the world, including Nigeria, as a day of visitation and exchange of gifts among friends and loved ones. But over the years, the occasion has also turned out to be a time of identifying with the less privileged in the society. Our correspondent Kelvin Obete visited some orphanages in Lagos to capture the activities there.
The SOS Children's Village in Solo is one of the popular orphanages in town. On a day like this, one will expect to see activities akin to Christmas celebration, but part of the premises is quiet, especially the village homes. We were informed by the director of the village that the children are on a day out.
Today is a day that children want to move out to interesting places, event centers, beach, and visit some of the SOS friends who have invited them to come and celebrate Christmas with them. Families have moved out to different places as part of their activities for the Christmas holiday.
Costa Bus was already set to take the next group for an outing. However, visitors keep coming as individuals and groups with gifts for the children. This is a regular feature on Boxing Days.
As a mother, we need to identify with them to have so they have good spirits. So just to encourage them, they are women being like us.
It's just the reason for the season, you know. I just figured out that at times we just have to give to people who don't actually have parents, people that are they're not really so loved, you know. And that's just the reason I called a couple of friends and okay, I don't have that much, but you guys could just come up, let's do this together. And then in the end, we just came here and dropped some food items.
Food and household items already received could be seen visibly displayed. At the Heritage Home Orphanage, the staff takes stock of items donated to the home, even as small keep coming. But we were not allowed to have access to the children.
We were here last year and we are here today. To every 26, we do this to the glory of God.
People have been coming in mostly in kind. We just hope it continues after the festive seasons, so that it's not just we are given these things during festive period and when it's over, we'll start.
A little show of kindness to the less privileged means a lot. The appeal is that this gesture should be extended beyond the festivity. Kelvin Obete, Channels Television News.
The Federal Road Safety Commission, FRSC, says it is continuing with its safety campaign on the roads for the Yuletide by setting up side response centers. The center, situated along some major highways, is aimed at providing quick response opportunity when there are incidences on the road.
It's for us to be able to study this traffic situation to shorten intervention time. Because if we were to stay in the office and allow the traditional patrolmen the deployment may not be enough. So we'll get extra hands that will situate in the help area to support the patrolmen that are on mobile speed control patrol. So this is one of the points on Lagos Ibadan. We also have them on Lekki Ekpe Road, and then we have on Badagry. I just came back from Badagry this morning. Usually once there's a crash, our target is that we will be there in 15 minutes. But with this deployment, we're shortening intervention time to 3 to 5 minutes.
The Corps are deployed about 34,000 personnel, both special marshals and regular marshals, to do traffic calming, traffic control, sporadic operations, public enlightenment, and so on and so forth. And equally deployed about 484 patrol vehicles, about 102 motorbikes, 53 ambulances, 7 heavy-duty tow trucks, and about 9 other tow trucks to remove obstruction.
It may be Christmas season, one that celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, but the Imo police is using it to celebrate the arrest of a 25-year-old man, Mr. Mishak Oswala, who is alleged to be the prime suspect behind the murder of his uncle, the top customs officer, Mr. Mishak Ugwaha, killed few months ago in his country home of Umuchoke, Amibo, Wangele local government area of Imo State. Parading the suspect at the police command headquarters in Owerri, the Imo State capital, the Imo State Police Commissioner, Mr. Mohammed Kassina, told newsmen that his arrest followed an intelligence report gathered from his strategic partners who have been keeping an eye on the suspect since the murder of the custom officer.
Instant noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Fun and merrymaking are usual elements of the Yuletide season, but sadly crime often lurks around the corner, and so you may have to be extra careful, as it looks like it's now difficult to trust even family members or friends. And so it was in the case of Mr. Mishak Ugwa, a senior customs officer who was killed a few weeks ago. He was visiting his country home in Imo State. Sadly, police investigations revealed that Mr. Ugwa's death was masterminded by one of his cousins, 25-year-old Mishak Oswala.
No, we didn't plan to kill him. We planned what? We planned to collect money for him. I just checked with the time the man was back, and I told them they pick him up.
He's a cousin of the lead custom officer. He was the one that arranged, planned, and physically executed the deadly mission. It will also interest you to note that he was among the first set of sympathizers to report the incident to the police, to the local police. He was singled out as exhibiting very unprecedented, uncontrollable emotion. As a result, I directed my ambush squad to keep watch on him. He was arrested in the midst of overwhelming evidence, so he had no option but not only confess, but to take us deeply into how he planned the operation.
When asked why they killed the man, one of the suspects reveals the premise of their dastardly act.
Okay, that you want to make money.
The police in Imo State appears to have their hands full at this time, as exhibits recovered from other criminals are on parade here.
No, it's not that. Some of you may want to know why we have dollars and sum of 900,000 naira. This amount was recovered from what we call itinerant armed robbers. Robbers that you can also call interstate, because they came all the way from Nasarawa State to Port Harcourt. They struck in a place in Port Harcourt and made away with a sum of $70,000 and 2 million naira. While on their way, in their escape bid to their state of origin, that is Nasarawa State, they came in contact with my ambush squad.
The killing of Mr. Ugwa shows clearly how badly and how far people could go to get money. One painful lesson is that no one can be trusted, even family members. And in the midst of the merrymaking, everyone must be extra careful.
Indomie instant noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
And that's all from Abuja. Back to you, Sulaiman.
Thanks, Linda. Well, the news of 10 returns. Edo State Government commissions a mobile clinic to deliver free health services to rural communities.